The main highways around Newark, Elizabeth, and Bayonne are still moving, but Newark port traffic is beginning to build once trucks reach the local terminal roads. This is your GovExa 911 combined Newark, Elizabeth, and Port Liberty-Bayonne update for July 15th, 2026, as of approximately 5 p.m. From the wider view, the Newark and Elizabeth corridor still looks reasonably accessible. The New Jersey Turnpike is mostly moving, and there is no corridor-wide highway backup visible in the screenshots. But once we move toward I-78 near Doremus Avenue, traffic is beginning to build. You can see a longer red section on I-78 approaching the Doremus Avenue and Port Street area. Traffic is still moving through the corridor, but this is the first visible sign that the evening slowdown is developing. Now, I'm moving closer to Port Street, where the local traffic becomes more noticeable. A road closure is still visible on Inner Port Street. The closure symbols and dotted closure line confirm that this section is not fully available. The main section of Port Street remains open, but yellow and red sections show traffic building toward Doremus Avenue. Corbin Street also has intermittent slowing along the western edge of the port. That matters because Port Street and Corbin Street are shared local access roads serving multiple terminal areas, including PNCT and MAR. Moving toward PNCT, Marsh Street has a slowdown near American Maritime Services and the Flexi Van Depot. The rest of Marsh Street is mostly moving, but this short red section could affect trucks using that immediate approach. Tyler Street has another traffic patch near Corbin Street. There is also a smaller slowdown on Tyler Street near Coastwise Street. Neither street appears completely blocked, but the traffic pattern shows that local congestion is becoming more scattered across the PNCT area. Continuing toward Mar, Corbin Street shows heavier traffic in several spots approaching Lyle King Street. From the wider view, the major roadways may still look decent, but the local roads around the terminals are carrying more pressure. The strongest visible local pressure appears farther south around North Avenue East. North Avenue East shows a long, heavy traffic section between Kapkowski Road and the McLester Street area. McLester Street itself also has several red and yellow sections near the APM Elizabeth approach. This is the most operationally important Newark and Elizabeth traffic pattern in the screenshots. Drivers may be able to move normally on the New Jersey Turnpike, but the final approach toward APM Elizabeth could take longer because of congestion on North Avenue East and McLester Street. No official APM, PNCT, or Maher turn time information was provided, so these screenshots only confirm roadway conditions outside the terminals. They do not confirm how quickly trucks are processing after they enter the gates. Now I'm moving across to Port Liberty-Bayonne. From this wider view, Bayonne access looks comparatively favorable. There are minor traffic patches on I-78, but the main route remains open and moving. Route 440 also looks mostly clear through much of Bayonne, so there is no verified corridor-wide access problem in these screenshots. Zooming into the Route 185 and Port Jersey Boulevard area, several localized slowdowns become visible. Port Jersey Boulevard has a red section near Pulaski Street and the interchange. Avenue E also has intermittent slowing around East 50th Street. Pulaski Street and the connecting ramps remain mostly open, with only localized traffic patches. These conditions could add a small amount of time to the local approach, but they do not show widespread gridlock around the Bayonne terminal corridor. Farther south, Goldsboro Drive has a short but heavier traffic section near Route 440. The slowdown is visible near the Costco area, but traffic continues along Goldsboro Drive and the surrounding roads. One additional area to watch is Route 185 near Cavan Point Road and Linden Avenue East. The map shows a sustained heavy traffic section there, although it is away from the immediate Port Liberty-Bayonne entrance. It may matter to drivers using that route through the broader Jersey City and Bayonne network, but the screenshot does not establish a direct terminal access disruption. Overall, Newark and Elizabeth are carrying more visible roadway pressure than Port Liberty-Bayonne at 5 p.m. The main highways remain generally accessible, but local roads are the problem. For Newark and Elizabeth drivers, the most important areas to monitor are Port Street, Corbin Street, North Avenue East, and McLester Street. For Port Liberty-Bayonne, watch the Route 185 and Port Jersey Boulevard interchange, Avenue E, Pulaski Street, and Goldsboro Drive. For dispatchers, the key takeaway is not to judge the trip only by the green conditions on the New Jersey Turnpike or Route 440. The final local approach may add time even when the major highway portion of the trip is moving well.